Alright guys, welcome back. Central Florida Prepper here. Good afternoon to everybody. I just got finished watching one of my favorite YouTube channels here, and I got many of them, but I saw that Full Spectrum Survival had a new video out this morning, and a couple of my subscribers here had contacted me by email. They were discussing community prepping, things like that, and of course that's always an interest to me. I was in the middle of checking out some news and stuff like that. That's why I wasn't able to get to the video right off the bat. But yeah, I just got finished watching it. And yeah, definitely going to plug them like I always do. Alright, if you have not been there yet, definitely go check them out. Go subscribe. Definitely pop up the little icon for you there. Or I think it's over here. But anyway. So yeah, they were talking about community prepping. I am a very strong supporter of community prepping, and there's the cicadas again making that noise. Usually you don't hear them until it's nighttime. Now in my past, and I've already talked about this, when I was on the lam for breaking the law, I was on the run for 6 years. Alright, a year and a half of that I was riding freight trains. Okay, I had to live out of my backpack the entire time. Now, I know how hard it is to survive by yourself. It's not easy. You are always, you're sleeping in small shifts all the time, trying to keep yourself awake when you need to. When I was in West Glacier, Montana, and I've actually talked about this in the past, I had that bear come through my shelter. Luckily I had a firearm on me. Didn't kill it. It inflicted pain on him. I dropped a whole clip in his face. Well, mostly on the top of his head, and most of it bounced off and skidded off. But that was a 9mm, all I had available, and he shook it off and left. There are a lot of dangers. So again, I'm not saying you can't be a lone wolf prepper, but you guys really need to go check out the video that they put out today, Brad and his wife Kelly. So yeah, I'll put the link up in the comment section. I'll pin it up there for y'all. So if y'all haven't checked them out, please go check them out. They're always full of great, useful information. This topic that they discussed today is very important. Okay, now you know they talk about all kind of different aspects of it, you know, so they really get in depth and really get you thinking, you know, about joining or not joining a prepper group. So I'm not swaying you either way. I just tell you what I believe works, what we do here at the house, and I'm not saying you can't do it on your own. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you can have a lot of struggles on your own, but it can be done. You know, man's capable, and when I say man, I mean mankind, is capable of just about anything. Alright, now one of the things that they were talking about, the night vision, and I spoke about night vision before. Personally, I don't have any. This has always been out of my price range, but they had mentioned that they had purchased a Generation 1 night vision, and it got me thinking, okay, well, Generation 1 is outdated. It's cheaper. Now, is it the best? Definitely not in today's stuff, but like they were saying, it does give you an opportunity, an advantage at night. So I went on Amazon, started looking around on some things. You know, I was looking at the low end because I can't afford very much, but I did come across this one here. It's called the Firefield 5x50 Nightfall 2 Night Vision Monocular. I'm not selling it to y'all. This is something I'm fixing to purchase here in probably next week. You know, it's $100, you know, $4.49 for shipping. And this is a Generation 1. It uses IR. Now, I am no expert with night vision at all. It's always been out of my price range. I've always wanted night vision, and I do definitely see how great night vision will be, especially in shit hits the fan. My brother's got a real nice night vision scope for his rifles, and I think they are Generation 3. He spent some serious jack on those, and yeah, you can see a long ways off. They're freaking amazing. But this is a Generation 1. Now, I get, man, don't waste your time with that. Well, when you're on a budget, having something that helps at night is better than nothing. And because I do not know when shit hits the fan is going to happen, right now, I will be purchasing this. Again, I'm not selling that to y'all because I don't know how great it works. Alright, I'll put the link up somewhere so you can actually research it yourself. I'm not telling you to go buy it because I'm actually going to buy it and take a look at it. And for $100, you know, after saving for a little bit, I can afford to lose $100 and recover from it if it's a piece of crap. Okay, let's put it that way. But even buying this on the low end, if it's, you know, if it does what it says it can do, which isn't a lot, but gives me a range of 50 to 70 feet at night. I believe it was 750 feet, or maybe it was meters. Stand by. I gotta pull it back up. 60 to 70 yards is their answer. Alright, how far can you clearly see? 60, 70 yards. Now, this IR lens on this, according to the manufacturer, these are refurbished systems. You do not need to have full light moon with these. If you do not have moon and stars ambient light, the IR is supposed to be able to kick in and give you vision. And again, I'm no expert in night vision, so I'll be purchasing this and testing it out to see how well it works. And again, because it's low end, and if it does what it says it can do, to me, having that right now, before shit hits the fan, because I don't know when it's going to happen, gives me more comfort and security while I save up for a nicer system. So that's why we're purchasing this one and not extending out and trying to save up $900 to $1,000 for the really nice one that I like. And some are actually more than that, because I don't know when things are going to happen. At least I'll have that than not have anything at all. So definitely, guys, go check out their video. If you have never subscribed to those guys, please do. And on a personal note to Brad and Kelly, I am very glad that you two are doing films together again. We definitely miss y'all. I know that y'all both work together when you do the reports and things like that, but it was great seeing y'all today on video. Now, guys, for news today, not really great news. I mean, the thing with Russia, actually Brad covered this yesterday, I believe it was, last night, talking about the radiation spike. Now, when I went through and started reading into some more news that was released this morning and late last night, Russia is trying to use a nuclear-powered liquid fuel rocket. Alright, suppose it's nuclear power, it's supposed to make it go faster, things like that. And supposedly when that thing blew up, it was the reason to release the radiation. And of course, they didn't tell anybody anything, kept saying, oh no, everything's fine, when it first happened, just like Chernobyl. And but the thing is, the radiation spike was picked up in neighboring cities and towns. There was like 20% higher than regular background radiation. Now, supposedly this radiation was not life-threatening. It wasn't something that lingered around forever, but it was low enough to where it wasn't really going to hurt anybody. But I'm no radiation expert. I do know that they did make runs on pharmacies for the radiation tablets. I'll talk about the IOSET tablets. That way it blocks the thyroid so it doesn't get certain isotopes in your thyroid. So that did happen. And I was going to do a whole nuclear thing this morning. I just figured it'd be a little over the top. You know, no sense in me diving in on that one. One, I'm no expert. Alright, the only thing about radiation and nuclear, biological, chemicals, that I know. It's just research I'm doing, videos I'm watching, and research papers I'm reading up on. That's it. I'm a welder, alright? I'm a dumb country boy. But information is information. So I try to make informed decisions on the material that I am presented and read up on. So yeah, definitely always read up on your information that you receive or that you hear from somebody else. Always double check. Okay? Fact check everything. Always fact check me, because I could be wrong. I won't be out there trying to mislead you, but hey, I might get fed some misinformation myself and it looks plausible. Go do a story on it, turns out it's wrong. Other news. Old Epstein. Well, he committed suicide at, I think, 7:30 this morning. Supposedly. Alright, now, for my subscribers that's been here for a very long time with me, y'all know that I discussed that I went to prison for a few years. I was actually sentenced for 42 months. So I have a felony record. Now, fortunately I had some jail time and stuff like that credited to me, so I didn't have to do that, the whole stint. But from my experience in the Florida jail system, when you attempt suicide like you did the first time, supposedly, you get put on suicide watch. You are pulled, you are separated from everybody else. Now remember, he's a high roller, so he would have been separated anyway. Here in Florida, they have what's called the turtle suit. It's basically a padded straitjacket that you get stuck in. You get stuck in what's called the cold booty room. It is a room with you sleep on the floor. There's nothing in there to damage and hurt yourself. So if their jail system's set up like Florida's, there's no way he could have committed suicide again. And plus, they are monitored. The suicide watch cells are monitored. They have cameras. They got security. They got cameras all over jails and prisons. There's no blind spot. There's no, oh, we didn't see this coming. No, guys. This was a direct removal of a threat. Alright. So anyway, guys, y'all take care. I'll speak to y'all later. Again, go check out Brad and Kelly. And, Prescott Caliber Club. One real quick thing. I got your comment about the freeze-dried machines. Yeah, definitely hit me up with which one you recommend on that. I am talking to my group about splitting the cost on that, and actually Brad and Kelly also covered that today, on those big purchase items, splitting the cost with the group, and everybody takes turns with it. So yeah, definitely hit me up on that so I can see what we're looking at for price and things like that. Alright guys, y'all take care, and I'll speak to y'all later.